Well, hey out there, my YouTube brethren. Welcome back to the channel, and we got some crazy stuff going on. Apologize for about the last week or so. Been meaning to make some videos, but we got a cold snap, and it was about 7 degrees outside for a high one day. Had a bunch of snow. I say a bunch, not really a bunch. It's a bunch of snow for Texas. You know, if you're living up there in the north somewhere, it's probably child's play. But for around here, man, it was pretty tough. So we got a lot of things in the works, and just let me go over it real quick with you. We got some stuff to do conservation-wise for the state of New Mexico, and we'll be working on that the next couple weeks. We got the yellow boat, of course, and that's about to get underway. We got a new boat that I'm going to show you guys today. We got another new boat that I'm going to show you guys today, and we got another new boat that I'm going to show you guys today. So we got 3 new boats in the lot, and one of them is a surprise for a later date, but I'll give you a little bit of sample today of what it is. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go right over here, and I bought a welder, and we need a welder for some of this conservation work, and I didn't have one, and I've needed one for a bit. And Dad and I are going to put up this building behind us. We're here on the property in our little town here in the Texas Panhandle. We're going to be putting up a property, and when I was out of college and just getting started in the ministry, my part-time job was I helped a guy out building buildings, and I welded for him and did some other stuff. I wasn't very good at it, but I got it done. So anyway, I know a little bit about that. I know kind of how the process works, so I'm just going to build the stupid thing myself, and I'll kind of invite you guys along to let you see some of that. So we bought a welder. Now here's the deal. I bought the welder. It's a good welder. It's a Lincoln Ranger 8, and it's an older one. It's like a mid-90s model, but it's a pretty expensive welder if you just go buy it today. I got a good deal on it, and the stickler was I didn't know exactly 100% sure how well it worked. It was all the way in Kansas. I had to drive about 6 hours to pick it up, and when I got there, they loaded it on, and because I got a good deal, I said sight unseen. They loaded it on, and I brought it home. Got it home, the battery was dead, so I got a new battery. I'm going to go ahead and change the filters, an oil and a fuel filter. And I was going to change the air filter, but it doesn't have an air filter. It has an air cleaner, or an air oil sump, something or another. Basically, it's just this thing where the air goes in. It's got an oil sump on the bottom. Apparently, it's an old way of doing that. I had never seen one. I've never messed with one. So I got that cleaned up and already put that back together. And what I'll do is I'll change the oil, I'll change the filters, and I'll put the new battery in, and fingers crossed, it fires right up. There's only 180 something hours on it, so it should be fine. But like I said, sight unseen, you just never know what you're going to get. So fingers crossed, we'll go over here and we'll change this stuff out, and we'll hope that that it fires right up. So let's check it out. Okay, moment of truth. Got the oil filter changed, the fuel filter changed. I did not change the oil because the oil drain is on the very bottom, and I haven't lifted it up yet to be able to get to it. So we got a trailer over here for the welder. It's going to go on a trailer, and I'll figure that out whenever we get it set up, how to change the oil. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. Maybe if you have any recommendations, let me know. It's on the very bottom, and the welder weighs about 700 pounds, so I'm not exactly sure, other than, you know, lifting it up, putting it on a block somewhere, how to change it. I don't know how to change it while it's on the trailer. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Sorry about the wind. We live in the Texas Panhandle. It's just what it is. It blows all the time. So here's a moment of truth. Battery's hooked up. We'll press a button. Hopefully it starts. Success! Oh, that's a load off, man. I was really worried about that. I was really worried that I was gonna get it over here and we got a great price for a reason. And the reason would have been it wasn't gonna fire. But he told me, he said it should fire right up. So, and it did. The little lag at the very front, I didn't tighten my battery terminal all the way down, and that's what that was. So that wasn't even an issue. It's good to go. So tomorrow we'll figure out how well it welds. That's kind of the next step. I got some sticks and got all my equipment, and I'm not an expert welder, so I'll video some of that, but I'm not going to show you my welds, because I'll tell you something, you welders out there, some of y'all are assholes. And I mean that with the most loving endearment. I know you mean well, but my gosh, anybody who posts a weld online, I mean, it's like a ruckus. You guys rush in, you immediately criticize. If it's not the absolute like MIT grad level perfection of a weld, you guys, I can't handle that. Can't handle that. So it's not even constructive criticism. It's just really bad, criticism. So I'm not going to show you my welds, but I will show you the welding process. I'll show you how this machine does. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let me show you what we got working on for the next coming couple of weeks into the spring. So we got the yellow boat. That is project number 1, and many of you guys have been asking about that for a long time. And I'll admit, it is kind of my Achilles heel. I want to get in there and attack it, and I really don't. It's going to be a mess. So stay tuned. That one's there. That thing in front right there, that is something we're doing for the conservation in New Mexico. And I'll be doing some videos of that as well, show you kind of what we're doing and trying to fix the habitat in some of those lakes. And they hired me, and I'm excited to get some of it done. So as you remember last time, here's the old house that we've got to tear down. We started on the roof and got it kind of torn off. And then over here we got this old shed. We're going to tear it down at some point. And then back over here in this back corner, back in this part up to that fence line, we're going to have our nice shop. We're really looking at a 60 by 30 with 3 bays or 2 bays. That's kind of what we're envisioning. All right, so that's the yellow boat that you guys know and love. Let's look at new boat number 1. Okay, there she is in all of her glory. This is a late 80s model Champion, and this is actually going to be my fishing boat for this season. And so I'll tell you why that we're going that way here in just a minute. And again, I'm sorry about the wind noise. I know it's aggravating, but so this is what I'm going to be fishing out of this season, and it's pretty ugly. It's got some cosmetic issues, but it's in good shape. The gel coat's there. We'll be able to buff some of that out. And it's got a really open floor plan because there's no storage. This is the years before storage. It's got a usable trolling motor on it, but I've got an Ultrex that I'm going to throw on there. It'll be a heck of a boat to fish out of this year. And I needed one because I didn't really have a working boat. So this is what we're going to go with. Okay, boat number 3 is the mystery boat. We will be revealing this to you guys in maybe next week. I haven't quite decided yet, but you guys are going to love this car. I'm not going to tell you the make or the model, where we got it. I'm just going to kind of leave it at this for your inquiry, and we'll deal with that in just a couple of weeks. This was my dad's barn find right before the fall hit, and man, I think you're really going to like it. So stay tuned, definitely in the next couple of videos for that one. All right, let's go to boat number 3. Now look, I feel like I need to make this disclaimer. I don't want you to be blown away by the beauty that you're about to behold. So take a step back, maybe move your seat back a little bit. If you're on your phone, just kind of give yourself a little bit of space. Make sure you're not driving or anything. Don't be operating heavy machinery, because the spectacularness of this particular boat, it's going to blow you away. And you're definitely going to want to not be doing anything super important whenever you see it. So you ready? All right, here it is. Okay, boat number 3. Look at that thing. Oh, it is a beautiful boat. Look at that. So this is a 20-foot Champion, and it was involved in a wreck. Back there, you can see kind of where it was hit. And the guy that got hit with it, the insurance paid him a little bit, and he took the stupid thing to this random shop. It wasn't even a boat shop, and they said, "Hey, yeah, we can fix it." And they got it all taken apart. They got it all sanded down. Sorry about that. They got it all sanded down, and they couldn't gel coat it because it didn't work. And so, long story short, it ended up on my doorstep. and hopefully we can fix it. So this is the project that I'm really excited about this spring and summer. We're going to lift it all, well, we're not going to take it apart. We're going to leave it as is. We're going to leave it connected because the boat's solid. The transom's been redone. It's got C-cast. The boat's solid. It just needs some exterior stuff done. So I'm looking forward to getting into it and getting after it. So that's going to be another project. Again, we're going to bring you all along for this. I'm really trying to revamp the channel. So bear with us as we get going. Let me get us out of the wind. Take refuge from the wind in the pickup because it's rough out there. And speaking of pickups, this is not mine, this is borrowed. That's a whole nother rant for another time. I'll talk to you about that. So I've kind of fallen into a problem, and there's an old saying, something goes along the lines of, you don't judge a man by his intentions, you judge him by his actions. And I will tell you, I have been intending to make some videos of all the stuff that we've done leading up to this point. And I've intended for that to help this channel start back up. And my actions have proven otherwise. And I get bogged down, and I get in a hurry, and I fail to do it. I haven't made it part of my regular weekly ritual to make videos. We've done some really cool stuff. I've taken some cool trips, and we've laid out some habitat work already. I've done some neat things just in the past month or so, and I really wish I would have brought you along. But I'm going to try to do better from here on out. So just, like I said, just bear with us. So here's the order of things as they're about to happen. We're going to, like I said, get the welder up on the trailer, and then that welder will be used to put some signs together for the conservation. I get a little money from that, so I'm going to try to rush through that so I can get some money in the bank to work on some of these other projects. And then after that, and probably in between those things, we'll have some videos on the yellow boat. We'll start tearing it down. I'm looking at it right now. There's a bunch of junk in there. And what had happened is I had it stored at the church in our garage. And some people said, maybe get that out of here. There's a lot of junk in there. And I thought, that's okay. We got this property. It was perfect. Timing worked out. So everybody's happy, and got it over here. But we'll start tearing into that. And then as we tear into that and it gets a little bit warmer, we can start epoxying and resining and doing all the stuff. It's going to be a lot of work, and might be a while before we're done with that particular project, but I'm excited about it. We definitely will have some fishing videos. I know not everybody enjoys that, but I'm going to take the old blue boat that I love. I got in it, just sat in it. It's single console, and it's got a 175 on it. It should be fast, and man, if you've ever fished out of a single console boat, it's great to fish out of. It's very comfortable, so I'm excited about that. The other white boat, white and blue, that we're going to completely redo, I'm not sure when we'll get to that, and I'm also not sure about where I'm going to find my gel coat. I know that it's going to be expensive. It's going to take a lot of it. Probably going to have to put up some sort of temporary spray tent or something if we don't have our building built by then. So lots of things to do. And anyway, also, on top of all of that, my buddy and I, that we have a podcast. It's called Fraternize with These Guys. I'll put the link in the description below. You can go check that out if you want to. It's just fun and goofy. It's not anything serious. It's a comedy podcast. If you guys want to check it out, love that. We're going to begin foraging a little bit, and I'm building a forge in the back of my house. And so I've got this pretty nice little shop and then this overhang, and I'm going to put it right there. So I'll start making some videos of that as well. So that'll be upcoming. So we got just a ton of stuff going on, and I'm excited about all of it, and I hope you guys are excited. And I want to say from the very bottom of my heart, if you've stayed to the end to listen to this much of the video, know that I'm speaking to you. Always in my back pocket, I always knew that the YouTube channel had some people following it that were amazing folks. So some of you regulars that have been around for a long time, that have been patient with me, that have waited for the stupid yellow boat project for like 3 years now, I want you to know I very much value your friendship. I value your kindness. I value all the messages that y'all have sent, connecting with you and other social media platforms. I've just been thrilled about that. And always in the back of my mind, I thought, if nothing else, I've got those guys that I can make videos for. And if that's all that it ever is, I'm happy about that. So I just want you to know, thank you very much from the very bottom of my heart. So this video is going to post today. It's a Friday, and I hope tomorrow afternoon I get back over here and we start making some other videos. Maybe the first video getting the yellow boat cleared out. I don't know. We're gonna get back on the pony, so to speak, And I'll kind of tell you why we're doing that here in the next, couple weeks. We'll kind of unveil. So anyway, thank you all so much. God bless y'all. Have a great, safe, wonderful weekend. We'll catch you on the next video.